Who are the Ndau people? To get a clear understanding, let's first know the composition of the Bantu societies. A traditional Bantu society is composed of first a clan, Musha in Shona, Umndeni in Nguni. Second, an ethnic group, Luhlanga in Nguni and Zinza in Shona. And third, a nation, Sive, Isizwe in Nguni and Nyika in Ishona. These are the main building blocks of an African society. Many people confuse ethnic groups, Luhlanga, Zinza, with tribes, which is very wrong. In African politics, we don't have tribes, but we have ethnic groups. The word tribe comes from tribus, which means 3 divisions of the ancient Roman people. Tri means 3, so you can't refer to many African groups as tribes because the Bantu groups or divisions in a given area are always more than 3. In African social and political systems, ethnic groups can stay together in the same region. This can be described as a nation ruled by a monarch. We also have to consider the fact that many ancient African regions existed without monarchs or centralized states, with political power often decentralized through councils of elders, kinship groups, or other forms of governance. These societies often had more participatory democratic systems where decisions were made collectively. In recent cases, some monarchies were destroyed by slavery, colonialism, and after that, the government-appointed chiefs ran them. In this case, they are defined as provinces under the rule of the state. In these regions, various ethnicities speak the same language and share the same traditions and customs. The Ndau people of eastern Zimbabwe are a good example. They don't have a king but have various ethnic chiefs. Many different ethnic groups are incorporated in the same geographic area and speak the same Ndau language. They also live in parts of central Mozambique and central Malawi. The ancient Ndau people are historically related to the Karanga ethnicity and were established in today's Mozambique and parts of Zimbabwe around the 1500s. According to some oral history sources, the Ndau identify as one because they see Musikavatu, Mlambo, as their common ancestor. The Musikavanu clan, according to oral history, descended from ancient Kalanga or Karanga. They are related to the Bebe of Tumbale, the Mbedzi, the Ngwenya, Mukwena, the Ngoni, and many Kalanga clans. There are many ethnicities in the Ndau besides the Karanga, Dziva, Musikavanu. For example, the Tonga Sibanda clans and the Nyaimbire clans. Oral history says the ancient Ndau people met the Khoi and the San during the first trade with the Arabs that took place at Shiriyendenga, which is now called Mapungubwe. They traded with Arabs for mpalu, njeti, and vukotlo, which were red, white, and blue fabrics with gold, beads, herbs, animal skins, and bones. These are the main Ndau groups: the Magova, the Mashanga, Vatomboti, Madanda, and Teve. What are the origins of the word Ndau? The origin of the word Ndau is debated, with some claiming it was derived from the traditional greeting Ndau. Others argue it means those who seek a place or land, which is translated from Nguni as Ndau. This is questionable because the Nguni clans considered the Ndau to be their permanent home. Some historians have proposed that the ancient Ndau were one of the Nguni's early ancestral groups, like the Mtetwas, Lala, and Teve, who descended from the Tonga Tekelas. Others claim that Ndau means land, place, or country in the Ndau language. Who are the modern-day Ndau people? Why is it that the modern-day Ndau are mostly identified by Nguni surnames? The surnames such as Sengwayo, Simango, Tabete, Sibiya, Liwayo, Dube, Makuyana, Lugula, Mlambo, Mtetwa, Tolana, Mhlanga, Ngumalo, Hlachwayo, and Sitole. Some argue that it is a result of the Mfecane in the 1820s, when most of the Ndau population was affected by the Nguni migrations. This is reflected in the high amounts of Nguni vocabulary in the Ndau language, as well as Nguni names and surnames. The Ndau culture adopted Nguni customs in the same way that many Nguni words became part of the Ndau language. During Mfecane, Nguni armies traveled north, mainly the Zulu, Swati, Ndwandwe, Kumalo, and Ndebele. These were led by Nguni generals like Ngaba, Soshangane, and Zwangendaba. According to history, Nguni invaders killed many Ndau men and took their wives. As a result, some Ndau people traced their ancestry back to Nguni. This was further reinforced by intermarriages between the Nguni and Ndau. Moreover, with the extended drought, the emergence of Gaza, the effects of the slave trade, and the spread of Portuguese in the Zambezi Valley, the once mighty African chieftaincies of the Zambezi region weakened. North of the Zambezi, Islamic slave traffickers came to dominance from their stronghold in Angoche, while the northern Yao chiefs went south to the highlands along the Shire River, where they established their military power. As a result of this settlement in Chipinge, some Ndau moved to what is now modern-day Mozambique. According to estimates from the late 1990s, there were 581,000 Ndau speakers in Mozambique. There are several Ndau clans in South Africa as well. Mbozi village, today known as Govu in Malamulele, is made up of clans such as Sitole, Miambo, Simango, Moyana, and so on. The Ndau people are located in Zimbabwe's Chipinge and Chimanimani districts, as well as Bikita and the Zambezi Valley. They also live in central Mozambique in Dondo, Mashanga, Mapungubwe, Busi, Machaze, Chipababa, Musorizi, and Dombe, as far as the coast. Furthermore, they have a presence in central Malawi.